But yeah, I'm so done with today. Today was another 30-degree day. It might have even been 32. I'm so done with today. It's like the worst day ever. I was like sweating. I've changed my shirts twice, done the laundry. At least my bed feels nice and like it's clean again. When it gets sort of dirty, it looks kind of damp, and you can actually inflame skin conditions if you don't wash your sheets. But when it gets damp and my bedclothes were like all smelling, and I was like going, I really need to do another load of laundry. So I'm doing like laundry twice in a week, and it's if who I live with knew about it, they'd be like, don't do 2 loads in a week, but you have to. I mean, I'm going through like 5 shirts in a few days because they just get so sticky. Like I wear one shirt for the morning, then I go out, and then I come back and I have to put another shirt in for the evening, which, you know, you can usually use as the next morning's morning shirt, but then, by lunchtime you have to throw that in the basket and get a new shirt for when you've come back from your walk and stuff. So otherwise I'd need 5 more shirts to do it once a week, and we don't have a washing line, so you can't put huge loads on the washing line anyway. You can only put small loads. So at the moment I'm doing loads twice in a week, and I like it when the clothes are clean, but when they're dirty, they're like they're been damp. They're damp with sweat because the humidity's up, the heat's up, and yeah, it's just a tough time with the summer around. So yeah, it's not so fun when you don't have like a beach to go to. I mean, if you did, I'd be running to the beach every day because the sun's just hot. And you could definitely use with a nice cool swim. But when we were on holidays once, we were like, it's funny how many times you go in the water. You go to the beach in the morning, a pool in the afternoon, a beach in the evening, a pool in the late evening. And then, you go out, you come back, you put in a load of washing, you know, you go out again, come back, you collect whatever you put in the washing before and put in another load. So we were literally like using the washing machine like 3 or 4 times a day, and I kind of like that. I kind of like having somewhere to go, keep on going out and in, changing clothes, going out again, and doing laundry, and then going out again, and you wet your clothes and do another load of laundry in the evening and stuff. So, but because there was a group of us, like we were doing loads at different times, so we were like probably wasting a heap of electricity, but that's okay. We didn't have to pay for it. But yeah, that's what it's like in summer. You have to like change your clothes all the time, and I'm like going, wow. I'm doing. It's nice to be carefree. A lot of people don't want to do too many loads in a week because of environmental reasons. They believe in conserving the water that we use, and limiting yourself so that as a whole, water can be conserved. But which is good because it's good for the environment. But I like kind of being a bit more carefree with the water use. But 2 times a week isn't too bad. I know who I live with would rather have you do it once a week, or we actually, when we were living together when I was younger, we used to do it once a fortnight. So we used to have these huge, like 2 huge laundry baskets, and then by the end of the second week, we'd be, dumping in like a couple of huge loads of clothes, into the washing machine, and it would take literally all day to do the laundry sort of thing. So But yeah, even at the moment, I'm being nagged to try and limit myself to once a week. I'm like, but not with this heat around, because my clothes are becoming sweat rags sort of thing. So, but yeah. At the moment, it's really important that I do laundry quite often because I get skin conditions if I'm sitting in too much in sweaty clothes and things. So I can't be like relaxed about it. I have to sort of continuously do things, otherwise I'll get a new rash here, a new rash there, or something red's popping up here. It's no good. So I've got kind of delicate skin. But my parent suddenly remembered something about me the other day. They said, "You have thin skin, I have thick skin." And I was just like thinking, oh, so you remember something about me, do you? Like, you want to, like, convince me that I have thin skin because they remember how I was when I was born or something. But yeah, it's like every time I bring up something that they should remember, they ignore it. And they're like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. And then they bring out a fact and you're like, well, you have thin skin. You do, If I'd put it up, they'd be like, rolling their eyes and going, you've got good skin, but because they rolled it out, it's like some important point. And I'm like, going, that's so typical, of the personality. So I'm not actually very impressed when I meet all these instances that annoy me, because I don't like being, said, oh, I don't know what you're talking about when I bring something up, something like that up, and then they bring it up, they're like, oh, it's, the true fact and stuff, and so I sort of just go, and listen with like half an ear. I'm just gonna check the house because there's a lot of sounds. That's probably just like things being blown around, but I'm gonna check it anyway. But yeah, one thing living with this house is it's made me realize what a small house kind of looks like. Yeah, it's made me realize what like a small house looks like, and so sort of less afraid of small houses. I know I want a townhouse, but sometimes I think just any house would do me, as long as it's my own. I know where there are some cheaper housings, but so I'm not afraid of buying a small little house because they're actually quite okay, I might be scared of certain areas and certain houses because they might get bushfires or floods, but I mean, it is a bit small. I mean, it's not like a townhouse, which is nice and roomy, is sort of what you like. You like the upper and lower floors, but it's okay. Small houses are okay. Right now, I'd be settling for any kind of house almost. I was looking at these mini houses, which are more like backyard studios that you can use, for certain hobbies or something. And I was like, oh, maybe I could buy a block of land and put one of these little houses there, But they're not supposed to be lived in like a house. They're supposed to be like little studios to hang out with. But I mean, the person might be able to build it in the backyard in a corner of the land and make it their house until they can actually afford a real house. But I do want my own place, but I don't know how I'm going to afford it. I just can't get jobs, and eBay doesn't give me heaps of money. It has the potential to give me money, but more often than not, I mean, I only get a few sales each week on eBay. So I just have no way of propelling money, So I don't know what to do about it. Because I don't really have anything that I can do very well. I can't manufacture stuff. I can't make handmade carvings. All I can do is paint. Sometimes I draw. And my paintings aren't really the best things in the world. I mean, I won't be able to make 100 paintings and sell them all. I mean, art normally takes forever to sell. Unless you're really good at doing something or it's really well liked, it takes forever to sell. So I don't know. You know, the only other thing that comes to mind is cooking, like making sandwiches or muffins or cakes or something. But I'm not really an expert cook, and I don't really know. I don't know what to do. I mean, I could have house sit cats, but more often than not, people might leave them, you know, in your home. Some cats kind of dirty, and if you don't have your own home, no one else probably wants you to do it anyways. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what to do with money. I don't have a partner to do things with. I can't drive, so that puts off a lot of catering services that you could provide for cheap. And so I don't know. I just don't know. I'm trying to think, but I often give up thinking, because obviously organizations don't really like you. They don't really want to employ you, so I just don't know. Don't know what else to do with money. I just know I could use it with a heap of it, but I don't know how to have it all come together to make it all true, make it all make it all happen. So I'm kind of stuck on my money issue. No idea what I should be doing about it.